So, let's do it. Okay. A. You played your first couple games, and you got hunted by the ghost and pretty much immediately died. Or maybe you didn't. Maybe you got the ghost right, and you're like, that was cool, and then you played the game out. Is it actually lagging really bad? Is it actually lagging really bad? I haven't seen a lag. I'm looking at the stream, I haven't seen a lag. I don't know, chat. But okay. What we're gonna do is we're going to be going over... Okay, it's fixed now. Okay, good, good. Okay, we're gonna be going over how to get started and start doing actually well in your investigations. So, I'm going to assume you're at high enough level already to have the photo camera and the sound recorder. If you don't have the photo camera and the sound recorder, disregard the things that I say about both, because regardless of that, it's still going to be the same. Just having both of them is good. Okay. So what I like to do at the start of every match chat is grab my camera, grab my cameras. I'm just playing DVD right now. Oh, thanks for giving me the watch time hours, Ghost. I appreciate it. And if you want to bring your flashlight, you can, but I also like to bring either the EMF reader, thermometer, or dots. For this time, I think we're just going to bring the EMF reader, because we're on amateur, the breaker starts on, so that means we'll be able to pretty much easily keep our sanity decently high. So, first thing you should do when you walk into the house, chat, is turn your lights on. And a lot of you may have been doing that already anyways, but just so you know, you should be doing that. You want to get your main pathway lit up. So pretty much the centralized walkway is what I would say. Pretty much from the door, and I like to do it all the way to the power. And here on Tanglewood, the power can be in two spots. It can be in the garage, which it is this time, and the ghost is currently interacting with it. Alright, chat, well, I think we know where the haunted room is. So we're just going to go ahead and turn on our lights to our power. Now, we know that the power is in here, and we know, based on those two events that we saw it interact with the door, and based on the fact that we had a heartbeat in here, this is also likely the ghost room, so that's knowledgeable information to have. If we didn't know that this was likely the ghost room already, that's what we have the EMF reader for. But before we get started with that, the fun stuff, there is a couple things that we actually need to do before we start trying to find out what the ghost is. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is we need to find our bone. Now, bone evidence is pretty good for a few reasons. It's free experience and free money whenever you pick it up, so you should always be trying to find it in every game, because it's literally just free. It makes a cool collection in your lobby, and it also can give you a free photo. So in this case, chat, our bone is here in the bathroom. And it can literally spawn in any room, chat, so you need to check each room thoroughly. Here we found it in the bathroom, so what we're going to do is go ahead and snap a picture of it and then pick it up. And that is going to be our bone evidence. Now, in case you have a ghost event such as that right there, chat, you should also take pictures of that whenever you get the chance for extra cash. Now, the next thing that we need to find after we get our bone is we need to find our cursed object. Each map, until you make it to, I'm pretty sure, Insanity, which is the hardest difficulty that you can start with, is going to have a cursed object. In this case, our cursed object is this cursed mirror here, so let's go ahead and take a picture of it. And if you don't have the cursed mirror, what you can do is actually take it off the wall by having nothing in your hand and picking it up by pressing square, and you can take it out to your truck and take it back to your lobby for another keepsake. And I'm pretty sure it will actually give you bonus points the first time you do that. I'm not going to do that because I don't want to waste the time, to be quite frank. But do be sure to definitely get a picture of it, as you can see here. $5 extra for finding our haunted mirror, and $5 extra for finding our bone. Now here we have the shadow ghost. That is going to be $15 extra. So you'll notice, chat, that your pictures are going to be worth more depending on how hard they are to get. As you can see, these are just objects, so they're only worth $5, but we got a picture of the actual ghost itself, so that is a $15 photo. And that's how I believe that works. So now, chat, that we have our bone and our haunted object, now it's time to get to the good stuff. Finding out what and where this ghost is. So, chat, the easiest way you can identify the ghost room is going to be typically the room that has the most activity going on. Now, we haven't gotten too many interactions so far. We had the power box at the beginning, the ghost event in the garage. We had ghosts. It just comes with time. we had 2 in the garage, and we had 1 over here. So since we had more over here, we can likely conclude that the ghost room is going to be over here somewhere. And the way that we can test this is by seeing if we can see our breath in any of the rooms. Comes with time, ghosts. You just gotta be doing this for a long time. I've been streaming for so long now. I can literally just ramble on and on and on. But like I was saying, chat, an easy way you can identify the ghost room is where the most activity happens, or seeing or scanning rooms around where you've had the most activity to see if you can see your breath. And if you can see your breath, that is a pretty good indication that that is the ghost room, provided the power is on. We should play DVD sometime. If you're down, I'd be down. Yeah, I'd be down. So what we're going to do now, chat, now that we've identified that this room is likely the ghost room because we can see our breath and it is close to the rooms that we've been getting interactions in, is we're going to throw the stuff that we're not currently going to be, the stuff that we've currently already used to get our pictures, videos if we can, and our EMF reader to find where the ghost room is. We're going to set that down and head back out to the truck. Dude, yes, Ghost, I did remember that you were playing. I remember that game you were playing the Trickster. I'm mostly sure. So what we're gonna do now, chat, is we're gonna grab our set and forget items. So I like to bring the thermometer, the dots, and the ghost book. And what we're gonna do, chat, is we're just gonna set them up. We're gonna set them up. We're gonna see if we can get anything to happen. So let's do this. Place our thermometer out. We'll go ahead and move this out of the way. We'll get our tier 1 dots, the best item in the game for sure. And then we'll get that set up, so that's looking real nice. And what we're gonna do is just keep moving stuff in, chat. Keep moving stuff in. The more stuff we have out, the more opportunities we have to get vital information from our friend here. Just waiting for BO2 and Texas Chainsaw Massacre to what? Oh, install, maybe? Alright. So chat, as you can see, we have now gotten everything with the exception of the flashlight from what we've run. Oh yes, the tier 1 UV light. I do recommend having your spirit box just always on, chat, as sometimes the ghost can make noise through it without you even talking, so that's pretty good. Alright chat, so most obvious thing we know right now is that, oh yeah, if you have nothing in your hand or you have a free slot, you should always have your camera out, so that way you can catch things on recording. And if you're on console, the record is going to be to hold X. It took me over, I think, like 45 hours to learn that. So that's great. But anyways, chat, most obvious thing we know right now is it's cold in here. So let's check the thermometer, and in this case we have freezing temps. We know that that is an accurate reading because the power is on, so we know it can't be cold in here for no reason. That is an important tip, chat. If your breaker box is off, you will get false readings from your thermometer, so just be aware of that. This right here is freezing temps because, as you can see, the temperature is below 0. It's below 0 Celsius or it's below 32 Fahrenheit. So what we're going to do is we are going to mark freezing temperatures. So what we know, chat, is that it can be any of these ghosts. We just need to keep testing stuff out. So let's turn the lights off and see if we can get some ghost orbs going on up in here. Any ghost orbs anywhere? Alright chat, so what I'm doing right now is just a quick scan of the room, see if we can catch any ghost orbs. Might as well have it recording if we're looking through the camera anyway, just in case. Okay chat, I do not think that we are going to have ghost orbs. So since the lights are already off, one thing we can do is check spirit box. Now I have my settings set to where I can just talk. Oh, we have some noise here, chat, so we're gonna record it. Nice, chat, there's a recording of that. So the way you're gonna record on this is you're just gonna hold X exactly like you record on camera. And now we're gonna check for spirit box evidence. So some of the most frequent responses I get from my questions are, how old are you and where are you? So that's what we're gonna ask now. How old are you? How old are you? Where are you? Where are you? Okay, chat, so I think it's not gonna be spirit box. So, oh. Okay, chat, so what we've just learned there is you'll learn that some ghosts have unique abilities. You will learn that some ghosts have unique abilities, chat. In this case, the ghost has shown us its unique ability. And as you saw, chat, right there, the ghost immediately flicked the light switch back off. And that is the unique ability of a ghost. And that ghost is called... Oh, wait a minute. It can't be a mirror. That's crazy. That was a mirror ability. So chat, we may need to reinvestigate our freezing temps. So... I do not know if that was insanely lucky timing, chat, or what, but that definitely was the unique ability of a mirror. Let's keep testing. We'll test to see what other evidence we get, but we do have freezing temps, I'm mostly sure of it. Let's check one more time just to be sure. Yep, we're down to -5, and the power is still on, so we know that can't be a false reading. So, another thing you can do too, chat, is take a picture of your things that are giving you evidence. So, like there, we just took a picture of our freezing temperatures. That right there is a $10 photo because it's actually a piece of real evidence, so there you go. Chat, this is a little bit strange. So, I think the only thing we haven't really tested yet is for UV, so let's see if we can test that. Catch it on camera, chat? Darn it, we weren't fast enough. Sucks to be me. Okay. We got EMF level 4, chat. Not quite EMF level 5. Could be EMF level 5, chat. Those interactions just could have not been powerful enough, so we may just need to wait for a stronger interaction to happen. But what we can do is we can check for fingerprints. So let's go ahead and do that. Just check everything for fingerprints, chat. It can be on windows, it can be on doors, it can be on a lot of different things. So just make sure you scan well with your UV. Well, chat, let's try our spirit box again. We haven't gotten anything off that. So, another tip for the spirit box, chat, you need to be in the darkness for it to work. Where are you? How old are you? How old are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? How old are you? Alright, chat, so that didn't work. Chat, this ghost is being stubborn about giving us our evidence. Let's see, has it written anything in our book? No. So we've been having a lot of activity over here. Let's see. Let's see what happens if we move it over here. And if all else fails, chat, like right now, our ghost is being stubborn and giving us evidence. Just move some stuff around, see what other options, what other options you can explore with setting your equipment out. Maybe we didn't have our equipment in the optimal spot. Maybe we should have had it like... Maybe we should have had it like here. Let's leave this out for now, just in case. Let's pick this up. Let's re-enable my vision. Let's see if we can, Alright, chat, I don't know how we managed to catch that on camera. Alright, there we go, chat, we've achieved it. So we know it is now at EMF level 5. So we know it has to be a Jinn, a Shade, or an Onryo. So let's head back out to the truck. to check our sanity so we know how big of a hurry we're in. So let's see what kind of evidence we need to look for here. So we're at 70-ish% sanity, chat, so we do need to watch out, as some ghosts will be able to hunt us coming up. So we do need to keep a mindful eye out for that. I didn't set my video camera out, so that's okay. We will go ahead and grab the flashlight now, though, since it did bust out our kitchen light, and we have room for it. So let's take a look at what we know, chat. So my biggest thing whenever you're starting off on the lower difficulties is pay attention to this board right here. These two boards will tell you a lot about how your investigation is going. So what we're doing right now, chat, is we are going to just pay attention to this board and see how much activity happens during the course of us not being inside. And as we can see, chat, the activity has spiked tremendously since we haven't been inside. Don't bring the keys with no one, by the way. I appreciate it, Ghost. I appreciate it. So what we can see is a massive spike in activity here after we got out of the house. So what we might be able to infer from that is it could be a shade, because if we go into the ghost section and we take a look at shade, where is it? Here it is. Shades are much harder to find. The ghost will not enter a hunt if there are people nearby. So, they are known to be very shy. There's evidence to suggest that a shade will stop all activity if there are people nearby. So that's where I was going with this. Now that we're not in the house, we're getting a lot of activity. There was another activity spike there. There's an activity spike currently happening, as you can clearly see. And we're getting a lot of paranormal activity inside of the house when we are not in there. So let's take a look at what evidence we need to be on the lookout for. So it's going to be ghost writing. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back inside, and we are going to check to see if during all of that activity that happened while we were outside, we managed to get ghost writing. So let's see. Oh yeah, that's right. It broke that. So we moved our book, I think, to right over here. It has not written in our book while we were gone, so there is that. We may be able to move it again, maybe to a slightly better spot. I'm going to try this. Alright, chat, let's exit again and see if we get ghost writing the next time. And what I'm also going to do, chat, is go ahead and plant our camera. We're going to go ahead and set our camera out. That way we can take a look at things from the truck. While we kind of wait and see what our next move is. So let's take one more look at the activity monitor while we're outside. Let's see if activity picks up here now that we've kind of stepped out. Alright, chat, so interesting this time. This time nothing is happening since we've stepped out. So let's take a look at our camera, see if we can see anything. So it has thrown something since we've been out. So here we go, chat. We're getting a bit of a spike here in activity. we shall see what else happens. Now, chat, if the activity continues to be low, we could start looking at what else we could need. So, not really much happening on camera. Let's check the meter. No activity other than that one spike. Oh, here we go. We're getting another little spike here. So, chat, what we're seeing right now, chat, is we're getting little spikes of activity here and there. It's not a lot of activity. So, I don't think it's going to be a shade, chat. Yeah, it is quite unfortunate. Ghost, you should drop a like. Maybe that'll get more people to join. Alright, chat. So let's go in. Let's see if we have achieved ghost writing in our book this time. Now that we've had a couple more little spikes of activity, any of those could have been it writing in our ghost book. So let's see. It has not written in our ghost book, but it is going crazy on the EMF reader over here. Look at that, chat. That EMF reader is going nuts. Okay, chat. So, see, chat, this is why we need to keep the camera on at all times, because I just missed that. So from now on, chat, since we have all of our evidence in, what we're going to be doing is just kind of keeping we're just going to be kind of keeping our photo and video camera with us at all times. That's kind of what we're going to be trying to do here. Okay, chat. So, we haven't gotten ghostwriting in our things yet. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go ahead and say it can't be a shade. Now, it hasn't given us a sign that it can't be ghostwriting. We just haven't gotten it yet. So, it can't be a shade. So, what else do we think it can be? Well, let's take a look at what we got. We got Jinn, Oni, and twins. So, let's take a look at the first ghost that we have here on our list here, which is going to be a Jinn. And the Jinn is going to be number 6. It's going to say, a Jinn is a territorial ghost that will attack when threatened. It also has been known to travel at significant speed. A Jinn will travel at a faster speed if its victim is very far away, and its weakness is turning off the location's power source will prevent the Jinn from using its ability. Now, chat. Earlier I was talking about how some ghosts have unique abilities, and the Jinn is one of those ghosts. The Jinn has a unique trait. Some of them are abilities, some of them are traits. The Jinn's is a unique trait, and that is the fact that the Jinn will never ever turn the power off because it prevents it from using its ability. The player has to turn it off. So what we're going to do, chat, is since we've gone this whole duration, let's see, how many minutes are we at? Let's see here. We're at almost 30 minutes in this investigation, and it has not turned off the power yet. So, we are going to take a look at what it needs. We have EMF level 5, we have freezing temps, so we're going to take a look and see if we can see some ultraviolet. That's what we're going to be doing next. It's getting pretty active in here, chat. Doing lots of stuff in here, holy moly. Getting quite agitated. Let's see if it's written in our book. Hasn't. Maybe we need to move it back over here, chat. We're getting lots of activity in this little corner over here. Alright, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna kind of scan, see if our friend here has left us any kind of evidence. Oh, and as you can see, chat, there it is. It has left an ultraviolet fingerprint on the light switch, so that's actually a tough one, Chad. Our friend here didn't give us an obvious handprint like most ultraviolet ghosts would, but it has left an ultraviolet handprint here on the light switch. So what we can do, Chad, is we can charge it up and get it good with it. And we can now officially identify that the ghost is in fact a djinn. Now, chat, what you can do if you're feeling brave at this point is you can try to go for your media, and I always recommend doing it. I always recommend doing it because it'll put you in situations that you're not comfortable with, which will overall help you to improve at the game faster and get those high-level tiers of equipment that you're trying to unlock and grind for. Because each piece of media you get is extra money, and you'll see you can get some good pictures here. It's lagging again. Alright, chat, we have a duplicate here, so let's get rid of that. UV going crazy. Let's see if we get anything on sound. One thing we can get on sound, chat, is EMF level 5 noise. So let's see if we can get an EMF level 5. That'd be cool. And chat, too much. We're getting too big for our britches here. If we can't get much on camera or sound, that'll be okay. We'll just skedaddle. Because in the beginning stages, it's a lot more important just to live. Because it doesn't take that. You get most of your XP in the beginning stages from finding the correct ghost type. That's what the game really wants you to focus on in the beginning stages. So, we'll get out of here. We'll go ahead and get out of here. We did manage to get 1 challenge and 5 photos, as well as 1 recording and 1 video. So I would say that's pretty good. This is pretty good for a beginner level investigation right here. This would be very good XP for a low level. Let's see. I predict it's going to be probably somewhere around 300 to 400. It is a djinn, so there we go, chat. Alright, chat. Very good. Better than I expected, slightly above 400. So there you go. And as you can see there, that bone evidence coming in clutch with the extra $25, putting us barely over 400, as well as with the daily challenge, discover the ghost type. So, yep, chat, that was a pretty good beginner level investigation and a pretty decent tutorial on how to get started in the game. So, now we will move up to that pretty much, chat, right there is a good tutorial for intermediate and amateur difficulties. As if you're an intermediate, by the time you most likely have the sound recorder unlocked, you'll be able to play intermediate level. So that is a good sort of combo guide for intermediate and amateur. Obviously, if you are a true amateur, you will not have the sound recorder or the photo camera, but the same basic principles still apply. Find your bone, collect it, because regardless of whether you take a picture or not, it's still $25 as you've seen there. So find your bone, find your cold room, your ghost room. Move all of your equipment into your ghost room. That's the best advice I can give. Have all of your equipment close at hand so that way you can test and you don't have to keep making trips out to the truck. Just get all your stuff in, test all your stuff, find your evidence. And if your sanity is still high by the time you know what the ghost is, try to get your media filled out. That's the best advice I can give for trying to make it past the beginner levels. Now, let's get on to what I think is the most fun mode. The most fun time frame I've experienced so far in this game, and it is when you unlock professional, whenever you hit about level 20 or so. By this time, you will have some Tier 2 equipment, so let's go ahead and get our Tier 2 equipment on. We'll go ahead and put it all on because everybody's going to choose different things on what they want to upgrade for their Tier 2 stuff first, so we'll just use all of it. As you can see, chat, I don't even have all Tier 3 items yet, but... And also, by this point, chat, you will have access to basically almost all of your... you will have access to basically almost all of your sort of optional equipment. So stuff like your crucifixes, which I wouldn't say is really optional. That's like that is necessary. When you get past intermediate, I would say crucifixes become necessary. We'll go ahead and bring a firelight as well as an igniter. And you would not have access to Tier 2 incense yet, I think. So we'll bring basic incense for this one. We'll keep it simple and fair. And yeah, chat, alright. So let's go ahead. That is going to be our loadout for this investigation. We do have our crucifix, firelight, igniter. And yeah, this looks like a pretty good setup for a professional investigation. So let's go back into Tanglewood, as it is the best map for showcasing. Alright. So chat, we are here in our professional investigation, so same basic principles still apply. Keep checking your challenges. So capture through videos with the camera, escape during a hunt, and capture a photo of a successful EMF reader. So by this point, pretty easy challenges, especially if you are up to the professional difficulty. You will have ran through the motions before. You will kind of know what you are wanting to do. I also did not bring a flashlight, chat, and I don't know why, so sucks to be me. That is okay, I suppose. Alright. Well, chat, you already know. We're going to get started by grabbing our photo camera and our video camera. same process as last time. Find the bone, find the power. Now, as you will notice, that in professional, our breaker starts off. So the first thing we're going to want to do is find where that is, and it is down here. So, let's get it turned on. Also, chat, we have a blood moon event here, so, you know, we're going to be taking it serious. Perfect investigation time. So, still following the same basic principles, so we want to get all of our sort of main lights turned on to prevent as much sanity as possible from draining. And chat, we do have our bone right here in the kitchen this time. So I would assume if you're a professional level, you do not need me to run through and show you where else the bone could possibly be at this point. So what we're going to do now, chat, is we are going to attempt to identify the ghost room. I don't think it's here. Not here. Playing buried right now? Heck yeah. Maybe it's this room. Oh yeah, chat, that brings me to those blood moons. Every so often, very rarely, you will get a blood moon event. And basically, chat, during blood moon events, it's time to lock in. Because you get 10% extra. You get 10% extra everything. 10% extra XP, 10% extra cash. You just get 10% extra. And that's almost as good as saving 15% on car insurance. So... Alright, chat, so what we're gonna do now, since the ghost isn't really giving us signs of... Dude, it is. 10 is almost as good as 15, and it's only 5% away. What we're gonna do now, chat, is we're gonna bring in some more stuff. Oh, I did bring my flashlight, I'm just not used to it looking like that. I thought that was the UV light. Because tier 1 UV light looks the same as this. Sucks to be me. Well, who is this guy? Who hired this guy to teach? Are we certain he's qualified? Alright, anyways. Start moving in stuff, chat. What we can actually do, chat, is we can grab this and we can attempt to identify the ghost room using temperature. Oh yes. Dude, saving 15% on car insurance is good. I don't know how else to describe it. It's just good. Why wouldn't you want that? Yeah. 10%, 15%, I'll take the bonus. But, chat, it's the same point that I've been given. It's time to lock in whenever you get a blood moon. You get 10% bonus, but the ghost is, like, 10% harder. Dude, you can save 15%. Chat, if you buy my merch right now, you can save 15% on Humbelda. Alright, chat, we found it. It's the basement, unfortunately, so it sucks to be me. Also, chat, I realized that we forgot to get our cursed item, so let's do that real quick. So, first location it can be, if you're level 20, you're allowed to know this information. First location it can be tarot cards right here on this table. Next location it can be cursed mirror right here on this wall. Third location it can be music box right here on the shelf, and it is. Remember, if you don't have all your cursed items, to take your cursed item out to your truck. Fourth location it can be monkey's paw right here in this cabinet. Fifth location it can be summoning circle right down here on the floor. Sixth location it can be Ouija board right here. Very last location it can be voodoo doll right here on this trash can. Alright, so there's that. Now, you know what it's time for, chat. It's time to cry because we have to investigate down here. Also, chat, if you're level 20, you're allowed to know this too, because it's just good. Space your sprinting out. Do it in small bursts instead of just wasting all of it at once. It'll be a little bit irritating to get used to at first, but once you do it for a little bit, you'll notice it's way better. Just look how far I was able to run right there. I was able to basically make it from the basement almost all the way out the house. So, let's check our sanity. We're at 80. So, there you go, chat. There's a helpful tip. Do your sprints in short little bursts. Let's see how far we can make it. So we started when we came in the door. We made it halfway down the stairs to the basement. So let's see the next time we go up. Let's see how far we can make it with just sprinting regularly. So let's start here at the bottom of the stairs. See, we only made it to halfway through the living room whenever we used all of our sprint at once, whereas whenever we didn't, we made it to like this table before we ran out of stamina. So there's a pro tip for you. The speed run strats. Alright, chat, let's bring our spirit box and our crucifixes in. Since we have identified the ghost room, it's always safe to get your crucifixes out early in case of a demon. So, chat, we're just going to place our first crucifix here at the bottom of the stairs. And our other one over here, and hope that it doesn't start hunting from the kitchen, because if that happens, we're kind of just messed up at that point. Alright, so chat, we did see that it was a Dot's ghost, so let's go ahead and get that. Oh, always remember to catch it on camera if you can, chat. Bleh, stumbling over my words because I'm panicking. Did we get both of those? Heck yeah. Alright, chat, we got both on camera, so that's very good. Let's get our light turned back on. Thankfully it didn't bust out our lights. That would suck really bad. Alright. So, what do we not have in here? So, we know it's a Dot's ghost. I didn't get a look at our EMF reader while that was happening, so that was a bit dumb on my part. Alright, chat, we can see if it's freezing temps in here while we do that. Yep, so we do got freezing temps. So it has to be a Uray or an Oni, chat. Catch it on camera, chat. Catch it on camera. That's the main motto for whenever you give this high. Catch it on camera. So, chat, let's see what it can be. It can be a Yuri or an Oni. So let's go to Ghost. Let's take a look at Yuri. Where is it? Dude, who is this guy? Why is he teaching? So this one can be Ghost Orb, chat. Yuri can be Ghost Orb, and an Oni can be what? EMF level 5, I think, right? Yeah, EMF level 5 will be Oni, so... we can test... So we're gonna have to wait for another Ghost event to happen before we can test EMF level 5, but we can test Ghost Orbs. So what we're gonna do, turn our camera into night vision mode, turn the lights off, and see what we can get. Bad idea. Alright, chat, let's get out of here real quick. Escape during a hunt and capture a photo of the EMF reader. Okay. So chat, what we're gonna do now is pick up our igniter. And chat, we're looking a little low on sanity, so by this point you'll have access to sanity meds. If you're trying to level up, chat, don't worry about not take your sanity meds. Sanity meds are very good. You're not gonna be 0 sanity, no evidence. You know, you're not gonna be zero sanity, no evidence, and only runs. When you're just getting started, this is meant to be like. Sounds fun. Chat, we're gonna keep the store up here closed because it can be a Yuri. Chat, that was trolling. Oh, chat, are we getting hunted right now? Oh, we're getting hunted right now. Were we getting hunted? Darn it, chat, didn't see. Anyways, chat, like I was saying, we're gonna keep this door closed. Chat, I think based off the way it was blinking, it's an Oni. Haven't gotten the name up level 5 yet, chat. It's unfortunate, chat, because breaker's off, so that's the thing. Oh, breakers downstairs, so that's the thing. Darn it. I actually have Ghost, but I haven't played it recently. I took it off Game Pass, dude, that sucks. Two years is a long minute. As a fact matter, I'd say it's longer than a minute. Chat, I can't remember. I can't believe I managed to get 2 videos. Chat, we need to delete some of this. This is just... You're right, it is shorter than a minute. Darn it, chat. Darn it, missed it again. Chat, I'm failing. Alright, see you, Ghost. Thanks for stopping by. Okay. Chat, we're at 0% sanity. So, chat, I think we know what it's time for. It's time for the hunt. Oh. It's an chat. I never expected that. I thought I was within range of the crucifix. Hope sucks to be me. It's Noni. I did not escape the ghost during the hunt. Oh, that's hilarious, chat. Alright. Well, chat, we pretty much knew it was an Oni. We literally just... How did you get a mist on an Oni? I didn't. I actually didn't. I don't think. I never saw one anyway. There is a ghost event that you can get, though, that sounds like a mist. That the Oni can still do, though. But I never did see a mist ball fly at me. Alright, chat. Well, that was our professional level tutorial. We did die, but, I mean, you get the point of what we did there. Same basic experienced principles. Now it's time to move on to the lesser evidence runs. Nightmare. Alright. This is for people that are around my level now. I'm going to share with you my knowledge so far on the harder difficulties. I am going to be turning everything up to the maximum tier I can get, and we're going to be bringing some good stuff, because by the time you're at this point, you'll have access to the good stuff. So let's go ahead and what do we need to bring? Let's bring a couple extra firelights, make sure our crucifixes are good, everything's good. Sound recorder, and yeah, make sure to hydrate and have coffee. Exactly. You heard it here, folks. Frankie is coming in with the clutch advice: hydrate and keep coffee, even though I prefer tea, but that's beside the point. Make sure you get your caffeine. Keeps you from being cranky. Alright, nightmare difficulty. Here we go. Okay, chat. I'm a P3 player. Oh, what do you mean by that? Oh, a Prestige 3 player. Oh, nice. Nice. Well, even still, there's always more to learn. There's always more to learn. I doubt I'm going to teach you anything, though, because I'm still only a level 50. But at least for you, you can probably actually help teach me. You can probably help, yeah, teach me. But anyways, chat, as you can see here in Nightmare mode, we don't have access to our sanity, and we don't have access to our activity. But we still have access to our challenges. Let's see. 25% sanity, photo of the ghost, 3 videos. Alright. Same basic principles, chat. Get in with your flashlight. At this point, I do recommend having your flashlight, chat, because the tier 3 flashlight is actually good. And you need to be able to basically prevent your sanity from draining as much as possible. Now that you don't have access to your sanity board. So, first thing we're doing, chat, is we're making a mad dash to the power and turning that shit on, because we need it. And getting our lights turned on, too. If it agitates you that I didn't take a picture of the summoning circle, guess what? Stings, doesn't it? Because I wanted my sanity to quit going down. Alright, chat. Anyways, here we go. Summoning circle. Get a picture of that. Next up, we find the bone. You'll notice that I'll start taking these investigations a little bit more seriously instead of being so lackadaisical about them. The higher we get up in difficulty. This is Nightmare mode now. This is the mode that I commonly play still to grind XP. Even though I have Insanity unlocked, I still commonly play Nightmare. I find it fun. I find it challenging enough to be fun, but not so challenging that it gets me rage baited easy. YH? What does that mean? Oh, yeah. Alright. Chad, I don't see our bone anywhere. Could be in the garage. Sneaky garage bone. Let's see. Catch it on camera, chat. Did I get it? Chat. See, here we go. We know what it is. Dead giveaway right there. That chat is a phantom. Alright, chat, we'll find the bone after we get our media. At this point, chat, I would say that you're going to be a high enough level to where your bone is going to be it's going to start being like just something that you'll grow accustomed to doing. I would say since we only got 2 evidence types, it's time to lock in on finding the ghost a little bit more. And maybe get the bone if we have a little bit of extra sanity to play with after we know what the ghost is and get our media, because that's going to be, at this point, a more significant chunk of the money and the XP. So let's go ahead and start moving stuff in. We know it's a phantom, chat, so... Spirit box, ultraviolet, and dots. Look at that. Out of instinct, I almost grabbed the right stuff. Alright. And chat, if you're a high enough level to be playing on Nightmare, if you're a high enough level to be playing on modes that only give you, well, modes that give you less than 3 evidences, you're gonna need to start knowing the specific traits of Ghost. And if you somehow don't know what a Phantom's specific trait is, it is that the Phantom, well, it actually just says it right on it. The Phantom will disappear if you take a photo of it, and as we can see here in the media, we have a picture that is classed as a translucent ghost. However, there is nothing here. The ghost is not there. So, that is a phantom. But we should still try to get our evidence and media for it, so you know what that means. Time to lock in. It's all about being a principled ghost hunter. Because, like I said, chat, we can know it's a phantom right off the bat, but we are not going to be getting the maximum value out of the information that we know if we can't prove it. Which is why the most important part of any ghost hunt is the proof of evidence. Catch it on camera, catch it on recording. That is the motto. Also, chat, I hate it when the ghost is in the garage because it's really hard to get good placement with the crucifix in the garage. Because the ghost could just rage bait you and hunt from one of the corners because it's too big. Alright. Alright, chat, we have a smudge stick, so now it's time to, well, actually, Frankie, if you're still here, do you have any extra tips and tricks you could provide to the chat? Any extra little things that you like to do that I maybe haven't said yet? That you know of? Not at the moment. How would you rate this gameplay so far compared to your own? Because I know you're a bit of a higher level than me. Is there any tips and tricks you'd have for me in particular? Alright, chat, let's make sure we have our camera. Let's get the lights off in here for the most activity possible. We're not scared of the hunt at this point. We know it's a phantom. We have our smudge sticks at the ready. And we have our crucifixes at the ready. So let's try to get some spirit box evidence with the voice recorder right now. Where are you? Where are you? How old are you? That's good. How old are you? Where are you? Where are you? Alright, chat, it might be hiding spirit box evidence, so let's see if we can find a different kind that supports our theory of it being a phantom. Oh yeah. So Frankie's tip was get good at looping, because whenever you make it to a high level, you have to farm basically high difficulty runs. And the best way that you, and most high difficulty runs are going to have zero evidence. You just have to be able to identify the ghost, period. Yeah, no evidence. That's what I was saying. No evidence runs. Most high difficulties have either one or no evidence, but a lot of the super high modifier difficulties is going to be none. Chat, where was that at? Chat, did our ghost room switch or what? Oh, there we go, chat. There's our ultraviolet. So let's catch it on the video. Or not video. Photo. Let's catch it on the photo. Chat, I got a great idea. Let's do this. Let's see what happens. Where are you? Where are you? How old are you? Tough one, Chad. Tough one, tough one. Also, we need that. We can't drop that. That's almost bad. Where'd the camera go? Okay. Oh, Chad, we have the hunt. Just kidding, Chad. It must have been a ghost man. Well, it sucks to be me. I missed out on an opportunity there. Thought it was time for the hunt. I was ready. There's a female voice that time. That's awesome. Alright. Chat, we need to get some videos. Chat, I feel like the ghost room has moved. Yeah, it has. It has. I knew it. Maybe I just had the wrong ghost room to begin with. Alright. It could just not be a phantom, Chat. I could have just got insanely unlucky timing. Yeah, lights off and using Spirit Box. I just haven't moved it yet. I'm just transferring everything into here right now. The good news is, Chat, is we have the centralized sort of like area, I guess. So if the hunt starts, we got... Oh, there it was, Chat. There's dots. Alright. So what did we get first? Ultraviolet, that's it. It's gotta be a phantom. Alright, Chat. Now it's time to get our media. We gotta get some videos, though. So, where's the camera? Okay. Nice, Chat, we got that. We also got our bone here. I don't like this. Alright, I like that a little bit better. Chat, I wonder if it's a dots ghost and we take a picture of it. I wonder if the dots ghost will go away. Let's test it. This will be an interesting test. Don't you do it to me. Not a lot of interactions, chat. Not a lot of interactions. Seriously, in your chat? Darn it, I hate that. Alright, chat, let's try to get some sounds. Get this annoying thing off. Chat, did it really switch again? Chat, that's funny. It really switched rooms again. That's rage bait. Guess what? We're farming. We're farming this coast for everything it's got. Alright, well, there's our sounds, chat. Chat, I'd really like to catch a video of a hunting ghost. Oh, chat, we got rage invaded by the ghost, so let's move our crucifix back in here. Oh, what's up, Ghost? Welcome back. Ghost, we have another viewer in here. His name is Frankie. He's a chill guy. He's been helping me teach kids how to play Phasmophobia. Yeah, Ghost has been lonely in chat, Frankie. Ghost, send him a link to the Discord. Frankie, we would love you. We would love you to join our Discord. We got a pretty good community in there. So Ghost, go in the Whom Builda Discord, and then click on the little pancake stack, and you should see like get invite link or something like that, or a copy link or something like that, and then you can paste it in the chat. Darn it. I almost caught the missed ball. Chat, we only need one photo, come on. It can't be an Oni. Well, it already couldn't be an Oni. Because it has dots and ultraviolet, and I'm pretty sure I just missed a dots ghost, which is trolling. Quick. No, darn it, I couldn't switch to the camera fast enough. Well, that's okay, darn it. We'll catch it on camera next time. Alright. Oh, darn it, chat, missed another dots ghost. 12 sucks to be me. Wait, what do we even need? We already got dots ghost. We need, like, object thrown or something. Or, like, burning crucifix and then hunting ghost would be fantastic. The grill master, dude, he's cooking. Welcome, Frankie. Here, we always talk about the Humbelda. And if you don't know Humbelda, it's basically the upgraded version of... Nice, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Humbelda, upgraded version of the Pack-a-Punch pistol from Origins and Call of Duty Zombies, if you ever played Call of Duty Zombies. We like ourselves some Call of Duty Zombies around here. I used to stream it all the time. Oh. Here they come, chat. Get ready. Whew. Alright. Alright, chat. And there we have it. That's Phantom. Chat, did we go for the perfect investigation? Do we go for it? I think we should. Alright, let's bring our last smudge stick just in case. Chat, the only thing we need to get a video of. We're making a mad dash for it. Where's our crucifix at, chat? Chat, where are our... Oh, okay, it was just a ghost event. Oh, that's not what we want. Dude, look at it. Wow, that was a long one. I'm ready. I'm so ready. Ah, okay. Dude, you definitely should, man. It's fun. It's so fun, especially in the beginning stages where you're still scared. This is worth, chat. This is worth. Alright, chat, let's get slightly better positioning on these. No, chat, I dropped the camera. No, what happened while I was gone? No. I can't believe it. Oh, well. Okay. I can't believe it happened while I was gone. That makes me so upsetty spaghetti. Dude, it does. It makes me so upsetty spaghetti. That's rage bait. Literally need one video. This is trolling. No, dude, no. It didn't record fast enough. Ah, oh, man. No, dude, that sucks. I want it so bad. I will get it. Alright, we're out of here, chat. We got it. We got it. Yes, chat, we got it. Nice. Alright, chat, and there you go. There's how you do a nightmare investigation right there. You can't be scared of the hunt. You have to take it. And with that, chat, we can confidently say that our ghost is a phantom. We're out of here.
Welcome back. I've prepared some
Oh
jobs
yeah,
for you.
chat, this is gonna be absolutely spectacular. Dude, how did that now count as a perfect investigation? That's trolling. I feel like I got ripped off there, chat. Should have been a perfect investigation. Alright. Well. Let me see. Great. I got PTO approved for tomorrow, so that's brilliant. That's great news. Alright. Well, chat, that's how you climb up the ladder. I mean, I can try an insanity run. Chat, do you want me to try an insanity run? The hardest base difficulty you can get. Should I try it? $15x. Dude, should I try 15x, Frankie? Dude, I will not survive. Dude, alright, I'll try a 15x. So if you don't know, chat, once you reach level 50, you can do this thing called custom difficulty, but they have presets on your difficulty, and one of them is Apocalypse 3, which is 15x, and it is very hard. Alright, here we go.
Alright, we're here. Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly before starting the investigation.
You haven't beat it? Dude, yeah, I do not know if this is a good course of action. Chat, I'm expecting an immediate hunt as soon as we walk through the door. Frankie, it's hilarious. If you watched yesterday's stream, if you ever watched yesterday's stream, it's me attempting this difficulty right here, and I literally die in 7 seconds. That's how long it takes. I timed it. Oh, yep. Open the cupboard? What do you mean by that? Oh, this right here. That's what you mean. Okay, I see. I don't like it, chat. How hilarious would it be if I just left right now? I got the bone. I'm out. I am alive. Chat. No, I didn't bring a motion sensor. No! How could I have not have brought a motion sensor? I'm such a noob. Okay, let's see what ghost it can be. I definitely don't think it was a phantom. Restart. Dude, I can't restart. If I restart, it won't matter because there's no guarantee I'll get this challenge. Because I could have done that challenge too. I could have walked in and brought 2 more smudge sticks and hid. I'm trying to decide what my next move is, chat. I think I accidentally wasted a smudge stick when I didn't need to out of panic. Okay, chat, we know it hunts from the living room. Okay, we're alive for a second time. We only got 1 smudge stick left though, so we really kind of need these crucifixes to come in clutch and actually stop the hunt. Okay, let's see what it can be. I don't think it's Phantom. Chad, do we think it could be an Oni? It was blinking really fast. I could see it most of the time. Definitely wasn't a spirit, I don't think. Could be a Pulte. I don't think there's really any way to prove if it's a demon or not when we start at 0 sanity. Not a Hantu, it wasn't super fast. Not a Revenant, it wasn't super slow when it didn't know where we were. Chad, I think it's zoning. Alright, let's see. No, it was the spirit. I thought it... Dang, I thought it hunted too soon, because I smudged it. I came back out to the truck for a lot of the time, I guess that's what it was. Dang. I'll try it again. Should I try it again? I feel like we didn't die instantly that time. I feel like there's a fair chance I could get it. Alright, I'll try it again. I'll try it again. Oh, wait, actually. We're not doing it this time, though. Let's see. Video of the ghost not gonna happen. Prevent the ghost from hunting with a crucifix. And take a picture. Okay. Okay, chat, we're gonna bring in both crucifixes straight away. This time and see what happens. Chat, I know what it is. I think it's gotta be Poltergeist. Poltergeist. Oh, it was a Wraith. Dang. We could have got that. If I would have just not chickened out. Alright, let's go again. Let's go again. We're surviving this. We're doing it. Okay. Chad, I think I can win. Okay, chat. Hold up. Let's see what challenges we got. Escape the ghost during a hunt. Okay. Okay, nice. We got that chat. Okay. We got it, chat. I know what to do. I understand. Okay. Let's do this and this. Can't light it outside because it's raining. Okay. I'll ignore it. Okay. Can't be a wraith. Okay, chat. If it blows out the candle next time and then immediately initiates a hunt, we got it on now. And then, once again, accidentally wasted the switch stick out of pure panic, so sucks to be me. Is there anything we can really do? I don't think so. know, chat, we might have to do the hunt. Oh. That scared me. Holy smokes. What do I think it is based off that? Probably a Hantu. Let's see. It is a demon. Dang.
I've got some jobs ready for you.
Hard to identify on that mode. Nothing can really give it away. Oh man, we just lost a lot of money too. We'll flip. Dang, dude, that's hard. That's so hard. I don't think I could have got that one though, chat. I don't think I was I don't think I'm knowledgeable. I don't think I'm knowledgeable on the game enough to be able to get that one. That was tough. Should I try it again, chat? Yeah, imagine on Sunny Meadow. On Sunny Meadow, I still feel like it wouldn't be that bad. I feel like it wouldn't be that bad because you could literally just camp the front door. That's pretty much what I'm doing as I'm camping the front door. Dang it. Should I try it again? Or should I lower the difficulty to something we can actually win? Possibly. Insanity? Alright, we'll try insanity. We can win. I know I can win. I can at least have a pretty good possibility of insanity. I don't know if I'll guaranteed win, but I don't know if I'm guaranteed to get the ghost, but I'll probably definitely at least live. Alright.
Right. Check the equipment and get set up before investigating. There's been no reports of
Dude, I can
violence,
sprint.
so
Love
please
it.
remain careful.
Here we go. Oh, sucks to be me. What the heck did I just do? Okay. Didn't think of it soon enough. Makes me damn. My mind went to catch it on camera. I pull out the photo camera and I was like, wait, that's stupid. So by the time I even thought about switching to the freaking normal camera, it was too late. Sucks to be me. I'm gonna play with randoms. Still should be doing okay on our sanity check because we took sanity meds at the start of the game. I forgot on this mode. Oh, that's an AMF 4. I feel like this ghost could be an AMF level 5 ghost, chat. I'm just saying. I have a gut feeling. And you know what they say about gut feelings? Usually they're wrong, so forget about it. Darn it, we didn't get that on photo. Okay. Oh, okay. It's dots, chat. Oh man, that sucks. I hope it's not a Goryo. Oh, it can't be a Goryo. Okay, good. It can't be a Goryo. Oh, that's so good. Love that. You can get that out of here. Oh, 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 chat. Oh, chat. We got some of my favorites in here. Let's see. There's an easy way we can do this. So let's do this. We got some of my personal favorites in here, chat. The Wraith, the Phantom. I'd really love it if it was the Thay. I'd really love it if it was a Yokai or a Thay. Because I don't have either of those yet. Oh, chat, let's see. Oh, chat, I think we got a Wraith here. Just kidding, I think we don't have a Wraith here. Where is the sound coming from, chat? Get motion sensor. Darn it, I missed it. Dude, I keep forgetting to bring the motion sensor, I think. Yeah, I do. I keep on forgetting to bring it. Okay, well, we know it can't be a Wraith. Wait a minute, chat. I think we got a Yuri here. Wait a darn minute, chat. Hold on a second. a darn second, chat. Oh, darn it. Wait a darn second, chat. Every single door is open. Darn it. It didn't let me turn it on as soon as I picked it up. That's rage baiting, chat. Turn that on. It's a Yuri, chat. Sounds like it sucks to be me. Chat, I think this is terrible placement. I gotta say. I feel like that's a lot better placement. Chat, can a Yuri close doors that fast? I thought I couldn't slam them shut. Oh, not a Yuri, chat. I repeat, abort mission on Yuri. Oh, chat, what if it's a they? Well, I guess it could be a phantom. I doubt it's a phantom, though. It's not really acting. Concerning, chat. Only minorly, though. I guess we'll have to see when the hunt happens. Okay, not a phantom. Not a phantom. We'll be able to tell whenever the hunt starts, chat. Well, sucks to be me. Well, sucks to be me. Oh, dude, darn it. Dude, it was standing right there. What the heck? It sucks to be me. Well, that especially sucks to be me. Okay, not a phantom. Could be a Diogen or a Thay. Well, sucks to be me. Oh, man. Chat, no. Okay. Chat, how many minutes are we into this investigation? Let's see. 15 minutes in. I don't think if they... Would if they still be that fast? It definitely wasn't a Diogen, I can tell you that. That was like normal blinking, so I don't think it was an Oni. I don't think it's a Thay. It didn't turbo whenever I had my camera out, so I don't think it's a Reiju. Chat, I'm just gonna guess Yokai and send it, because I want to be right. Yes, chat, we got it. Yes.
Job's ready for you.
Dude, chat, we got it. Yes. That's so good. That was one of the last ghost types I needed. Now I only need number 24, or now I only need number 27, the Thay, and number 14, the Hantu. That's amazing, chat. Yeah, right. Number 14, the Hantu, and number 24, the Thay. Those are the last two I need. And there it is, chat, the Yokai skull. Look at that. Pretty sick one. The collection is almost filled out. And I think we can upgrade something, so let's see. We have the lighter up for sale, not bad. Motion sensor. Alright, chat, looking good. Equipment manager. Upgraded motion sensor, and let's actually bring one. And upgraded lighter, look at that. We got a pretty sick one. Alright. Well, let's try it again. One last run. Alright.
We've arrived. Check the equipment and get set up before investigating.
Dude, yes, there we go,
Doing so.
detecting.
Reports of light switching. Possibly harmless, but be careful out there.
Tuning paranormal recorder. Witness ghost fan, detect motion sensor. Pretty easy challenges, chat. Love it. Okay. But yes, chat, if you're still here for the beginner content, you will too eventually be able to work your way up to this level. It's just all about getting to know what the ghosts do. That mostly is what it boils down to. Sucks to be me. Alright. Alright. Don't ask why I threw my flashlight away right there, because I'll never be able to tell you the answer to that. Alright, chat, we have the ghost room here. In the garage. Where do we not need a light on it? We'll find the button later if we got time. Dude, I hope we can come across an elderly victim. Oh yeah, chat, that's good coverage. I just don't want it to be freezing temperatures. I think freezing temperatures has like the lamest selection of ghosts. Might as well pick that up because we're gonna be hunting in the garage for now, I suppose. Had I managed to make that happen perfectly. That's great. Love it. Love it. Look how bright it is too. It's pretty bright. Chad, I wonder why it's called smudging. I'm gonna put the crucifix on this side, Chad, because I feel like I most commonly get ghosts that hunt from that side. Watch this. This is W gameplay right here. Where are you?
Behind.
Alright. Okay, chat. Likely an Onryo because for some reason I just did get an insane amount of Onryos, but we can check for orbs on Spirit Box. Or not on Spirit Box, dude. What am I even talking about? We can check for orbs on camera. We can bring out a firelight just in case. Let's see, chat. I already grabbed the keys. I knew this would happen. I'm a predictor of the future. Oh. He was all over me. I don't think it's an Onryo based off that chat, though. Well, sucks to be me.
An elderly victim.
Dude, he's an elderly victim. An elderly victim. Chat, let's hear it. Are you an elderly victim? Are you elderly? How old are you? Well, an elderly individual. Sucks to be me. Alright, chat. It puts out this candle and then oh. It puts out this candle and then immediately attempts to hunt.
An elderly victim.
Dude, it's an elderly victim.
No, please.
Dude, he's elderly. Alright, chat, so... Not an Onryo. Not a Mimic. Let's get some salt in here. I guess we need to take a picture of the ghost too.
Death. Cough.
Sucks to be you. Alright, let's get this. Just prevent some sanity drain. Oh, we need the regular camera. That's right. Well, it sucks. Dude, I don't know why they took the ability away. Alright. Can't be Wraith.
Injured.
Injured. How were you killed?
Active killing.
Active killing. Did you just throw that at me? Alright. Dude, an active... It's an elderly victim. It's an active killing. I asked how did it die, and then it said an active killing. How did... The active killing. Alright. Alright, Chad, I got a great idea. Hold up. It's time for everybody's favorite thing to do in this game. I don't feel like it was checking enough, Chad, but we're gonna see. Oh, it just tried to hunt me. Sucks to be me, I missed that. The coolest thing ever right now would be a multi-plosion just like right here.
Airplane. The attack lifted.
The attack. Alright, Jet, not a phantom. Okay. Not twins, not a phantom, not a poltergeist. Not a Dio. So, Spirit, Mare. I don't think it was a yokai, it was too fast. I honestly think it was a Moroi chat because of how fast it was. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's go, chat. We got it.
I've got some jobs ready for you.
Didn't get the bone that time, but oh well. We got it right. Not bad. Not bad, chat. Not bad at all. Anything else we can upgrade with that? UV light, sure, but we're never going to use it. The tier 2 UV light's just better. Make it to level 55, then we get this. I don't know, chat, what do you think? What should I upgrade? UV light or sound detector? Or just save for tier 2 headgear? It is an elderly victim. Well, chat, I actually think now that we've got kind of like a downtime period where we don't have really anything extremely important to upgrade, I think now would be the time to save up for the tier 2 headband. Alright. What time is it? 5 o'clock. Should I do one more, chat? Should I do one more and call it? Or should I call it now so that way I can stream earlier tomorrow? I should do one more. Call it, and then stream earlier tomorrow. Alright, chat. Alright, chat. I think we are going to go ahead and call it there for tonight. But if you did enjoy, if you did find this live stream to be helpful, even if you're on the higher end of professional ghost hunters level wise, even if you are like a prestige 2 or 3, like we had some viewers in here today. Special shout out to Frankie for staying for most of this entire live stream. You rock. But anyways, yeah, if you found this live stream helpful, or if you learned anything from it, please do be sure to drop a like and subscribe. It helps me out a lot. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. And have a Hoombilda.